Hey, what's up, y'all? This is Lady TC Eckstein, vocalist, and I'm coming at you working on the spotlight today of MC Shyrock, my girl. And she's in Texas now. But MC Shyrock, if you guys know the true history of hip-hop and rap, she is a hip-hop luminary icon that, you know, she really is the first female hip-hop luminary icon. She began it all. This is the song that, like, blew my mind when I used to go up to New York City and roll with my cousin, Boo Beverly. But anyway, you know, if we're gonna have a family get together in June because my cousin, her daughter, I call her my niece, Mindy, she's getting married. So, you know, we're gonna throw on some old school and we're gonna, you know, put on our favorite jams. And of course, we got to play some MC Shyrock. Anyway, today's spotlight is on her and the girl, timeless. You wanna know what, you know, the origins of hip-hop and how great it is, you need to tune in to some MC Shyrock. Go on YouTube, check it out. But for now, we're spotlighting her. This is her voice right here. But anyway, today we're spotlighting her so y'all can see and check out, you know, all that she's been doing and her endeavors and her music and her career. We had her come on down to Chicago and she hosted the awards for POZE Productions, and she received this big, beautiful Globe Award, you know, and I missed that year. I was so livid. But girlfriend, you know, she hooked me up. She took my, accepted the award that I got on my behalf. And it's like, that made my summer. I was upset that I couldn't get down there because she was going to be there. But, you know, just knowing that she brought my award home was like, oh, that is lovely. But anyway, I'm going to hook up my sister today and try to do her some justice. I hope you like it, MC Shyrock, and everybody else out there. Check out MC Shyrock. This is her rapper right here. That's the joint. No, it's the joint. Hey, she's famous for other stuff. With originals with Grandmaster Flash and others. And so stick around. We'll be right back. And you're going to find out a lot more going on with MC Shyrock. Hey. Don't change that, don't click the mouse or nothing. Stay right there.
My whole point was that I was an MC who was going to know that I was an MC, and I did what I had to do to be able to command the respect from the fellas.
Well, I'm sharp party people and I'm ready to rock. And if you want to be down, you got to give me what you got. My fellas in the place that won't steal you wrong. You got to give it up or leave it alone.
My name is Shyrock from the Funky 4+1. When I became a member of the Funky 4+1, I was going to Atlanta High School up on Gun Hill Road in the Bronx. And so DJ Breakout, he used to come around and try to look for girls, and they had asked for me to come to an audition that they were given. And so I went, you know, along with this other young lady that Breakout was going with at that time. We actually got on the mic together, and from there, you know, I guess he decided that he didn't want her to rap. You know, so I stayed. The original part of the Funky Four was myself, Keith King, KQ Rockwell, and Raheem. And so we did that for a while, maybe about a year or so, and then Raheem wind up leaving to go to the Furious Five, and I left for a minute, and then I came back within a month or so, and then there was a new set of the Funky Four, which was KQ Rockwell, Keith, Jazzy Jeff, and also Little Rodney C. And when I came back in, it became the Funky 4+1. So I was the original part of the Funky Four in the beginning. Freddie, you know, used to come to the parties and see us. So actually, he was the one who took us to Blondie to get us on Saturday Night Live.
Please welcome my friends from the Bronx, the Funky 4+1 more.
We're gonna prove to the world that we're for real. We're gonna prove to everybody we know the real deal. We got golden voices and hearts to steal. Because the 5 MCs, we got to be real. We wanna hear the party people yell Sugar Hill. So what's the deal? Sugar Hill. So what's the deal? Sugar Hill. Ooh, that's the joke.
It was an honor. It was an honor for us because we knew that we were the best crew because we were doing things that not even the Furious 5 was done. The Funky Four was the first one to have a record deal from the Bronx. And for us to be on Saturday Night Live, I'd pretty like to say that the reason why, I guess they could have chosen the Furious 5, but the reason why they picked the Funky Four was because they had a girl. They had a girl was just, you know, rocking it to the fullest, and I was.
Us girls are the best of friends. If one ain't got no money, the other one lends. When we go out, we know we look real hot. What the boys want, how you know we got?
Us Girls came really from the movie Beach Street, and so they just came up with the idea of the Us Girls, but we were actually really performing on the street together by our own names, Lisa Lee, Debbie D, Sha Rock, and they had an audition at the Roxy, and so me and Debbie and Lisa went down there, and I somehow got to Harry Belafonte, and I said, look, you know, myself, Debbie, and Lisa is the hottest girls in New York City. You gotta put us on the film because we will bring everything to the movie because people know us here in New York City. So what he said was, look, come down to my office tomorrow. And so what I did was, me and Lisa, we went down to his office. He said, okay, I'm gonna change the movie, I'm gonna put y'all in it. So we said, good. Now between Lisa and Debbie, I was the only one signed to a record contract. And so I was the only one that had to get permission from Sylvia Robinson. So I actually really thought that she wasn't gonna let me do it for the simple fact that I was still under contract with her. So it was told to me by, you know, Harry Belafonte's camp that she agreed to do it on the grounds that they let the Furious 5 do the intro.
A newspaper burns in the sand and the headlines say man destroys man.
Don't believe the hype, don't get it twisted, forget what you heard. 30-something years ago, a multi-billion-dollar business was created we call hip-hop. And yes, right here, right now, I stand humble. You witnessing the sounds of the first female luminary MC on the mic ever, Sha Rock, y'all.
Sha Rock is the woman with the magical touch. I'm like burning fire, you know I'm just too much. I wanna treat you like a king in the heat of the night. Romance to the moon if your timing is right. Get your back wet, all soaked this wet. He says I'm the kind of girl that he could never forget. She's sophisticated, it's the lady Lisa Lee to be the man in my life. You got to be my only. I'll always hold you secure in my arms real tight, squeeze you real good.
In 2006, the American Heart Association and the American Stroke Association launched Power to End Stroke to reduce stroke and its risk factors in the African American community. We're educating the public through community outreach programs like the Powerful Black Family Celebration, the Let's Start Moving event, and the Most Powerful Voices Gospel Singing Competition. These events are making a tremendous difference. To date, Power to End Stroke has over 700,000 registrants. Power to End Stroke recognizes the importance of raising awareness in the African American community, and we're making an impact.
Stroke and diabetes and heart disease is prevalent in the Black community, and so I want to be here to support healthy eating and taking care of oneself and doing whatever you can.
I had a lot of family members that had a lot of problems, and be it diabetes, be it heart problems, this whole thing, and I just said, you know, that can't be me. We're not going out like that.
I'm just here to help bring awareness to everybody, especially to our community.
Eat well, rest well, and exercise.
The Most Powerful Voices contest is one of the many ways in which Power to End Stroke is hitting the right notes in the African American community. More than 500 competition videos were received, more than 15,000 fans voted, and more than 15,500 people registered to receive monthly stroke information. More than 34,000 national and local ambassadors, including celebrity ambassadors like Cicely Tyson, Michelle Williams, and BB Winans, are inspiring people to take care of their health.
We all have the power to end stroke. It's about us. It's about this body. It's this temple that we have.
Just find out, you know, what you are at risk for and then do some research. A lot of things are preventable just by nutrition.
Overall, maintain a healthy diet, be physically active, don't smoke, and schedule regular checkups with your doctor.
They're leading over 40,000 power activities and making a powerful impact. With cooking tips from top chefs and advice from healthcare professionals, Power to End Stroke is committed to giving people the tools to eat healthier and live a more active lifestyle. And it doesn't stop there. This year marked the launch of Power TV.
Hey everyone, I'm Elle Marie and welcome to Power TV, where we're empowering people to live healthier, happier lives.
What kind of healthy dish would you make?
Maybe some steamed vegetables, baked chicken, something like that. Little water to go along with that.
Through alliances with influential organizations like Alpha Kappa Alpha Sorority Inc., National Baptist Congress, and the Association of Black Cardiologists, Power to End Stroke has reached new heights in its outreach to consumers. They trust the American Heart Association, American Stroke Association to advocate for the health and wellness of the African American community. As a friend of Power to End Stroke, your brand will be integrated into our campaign. Your participation in our cause can be a tremendous asset in reaching this powerful demographic, increasing your visibility and addressing your bottom line. The Power to End Stroke movement has a powerful voice. Power to End Stroke improves the health and quality of life of African Americans by giving them the tools they need to live happier, healthier lives. This is your opportunity to make an impact by becoming part of the Power to End Stroke National Cause campaign. Help share our life-saving message to improve the health and quality of life of the African American community. After all, you are the power to end stroke.
This is incredible. It's a beautiful day.
Yes, it is.
Shout rock. This is you know, history. History is an important thing. I just think that in all genres of life, you know what I mean. And of course, you play a major role in the hip hop world. And that, you know, that's that. And that will always remain there. Of course, we're going to talk about this book, but I definitely want to give the world a sort of a brief synopsis on who you are, right? But always got to let it be known that we're currently at Books in the Hood, you know.
Books in the Hood.
Books in the Hood.
In the Bronx.
In the Bronx. You dig what I'm saying?
In the Bronx.
Talk to us. Give us something. Just please. And
My name is Shah Rock. I'm from the group, the Funky 4+1. For me, it started back in 1976. I started out as a B-girl. And I went to a Cool Herc party, you know, back in 1976. And that's what got me really involved, you know, in becoming really an MC. But I think that the journey for me has to do a lot with the Bronx, you know, because back then, when a lot of people like to, you know, say, you know, because it is, this is how hip hop started or whatever. But for me, it was just everything that we were going through at that time was a form of a richness for me to be able to say, you know what, this is something that I want to gravitate to. And Cool Herc is the one that had started me off, you know, into becoming the MC that I am today, just by being a B-girl.
What made you say, you know what, it's time to write this book?
You know what, the bottom line is that it's been almost 30-something years, you know, and I'm getting older,
right?
You know, and some people know the age, but I'm getting older, and I truly felt that after all of these years, you know, if you're not saying nothing, I always felt like I had no need to tell people who I was,
right?
You know, because I felt like it was common knowledge. But as I began to start talking to young kids, you know, even kids that have made, even older people that probably was my age, had no clue of who Shah Rock was, or who was the Funky 4+1.
Right.
And then also people begin to start changing history, you know, and just taking out what really happened and then placing what they thought would happen, that thought had happened. So I said, you know what, I need to go ahead and really just talk about the experience of me, Shah Rock, and also with the Funky Four, to really just be able to break it down, because it's my history, as well as my kids' history, as well as the world history, and I think that the story needed to be told. Well, okay, what I did is basically I just really got to the point, you know, because I had a whole lot of people from.
That's a long point now.
Oh yeah, yeah, but I got to the point though. I chopped it up, but I chopped it up in a sense where you can be able to understand what we went through. I didn't do the drag out long thing, you know, just to make extra pages and all of that stuff to make the book look thick. When you read it, you're gonna know, you know, exactly what I'm talking about. I got to the point. I took it from how it started for me as a girl growing up, to every step that we took as the Funky 4+1 to be able to be the first group, you know, that were pioneers on the street, even before '79. That was how we accomplished so much in a little bit of time. And it's a known fact history.
but never really got the recognition for
Right,
it.
right.
It
So-
is known. So I actually broke it down to everything. The misconceptions, the changes that people have been making over the years.
Right,
I just
right,
broke it down
right.
to where you can understand that this is what happened for us
Right.
in the Funky Four.
Right,
And
right.
and my goal really is to make sure that I solidify my group in history. Even though the information is there, I want to talk about it because a lot of people in the world don't know.
So, Shad, have you, regarding a matter of distributing it, did you do it, are you self-publishing?
And I did that. And let me tell you why I did that. Because I went back to, when I'm 16, 17 years old, growing up in the streets, we got marketing. We got marketing. You had to hit the streets. You had to go to the people. You had to go to the people. If you go out, and like, I was in Lamberg, I'm from Lamberg, and so I went out to the young kids. And I wasn't shocked that they didn't know who I was. But that right there just gave me an incentive to say, you know what? It's like being an MC all over again. You know, back in the days, you didn't have, the media. You didn't have the radio, to push you. You had to go out there and you had to pass out your flyers. You had to convince those people that was watching you in the crowd that you was the MC that you was supposed to be. And then you had to make sure that you command their respect. So I want to take it back to the streets. Yes, I can probably, go through at some point and use the media. But right now, I'm going back to the streets. I want to take it back to the streets. I want to do it myself, and I want people to know me and know my group as being the icons that we are. So I took it upon myself, along with Aisha Brown, which is my co-writer, to make sure that we do that. We take it back to the streets. So we have our dream of doing 100,000 before the end of the year, and we're going to do it.
That's what I'm talking about.
See, because the streets is what made us.
That's right.
The streets is what
That's
made
right.
us. And if you don't take it back to the streets, then it ain't in your heart.
Right.
You're doing it for all the wrong reasons.
Right.
So yes, say what you want, but I plan to take it back to the streets, and that's what I'm doing now. And it has helped me. That's what has always helped.
Now, Shad, we got the book. Next moves after the book.
The next move. You know what? My thing is right now, I'm really focusing on the book because a lot of times, you get caught up in, I'm gonna get the book. I want to move on to this, and the book right now is my passion. The history is my passion. So until that history is put out there, I'm not focusing on nothing else.
It's solidified.
I'm not focusing on nothing else right now.
I didn't throw it out there, to look at, or just to create a level of controversy in a sense or whatever. But from dealing with iconic artists, you know what I mean. Sometimes there's a bit of, I don't know. I won't say hate.
No, I feel you.
But there's a bit of.
I feel you. But you know what the thing is that the bottom line I see is that if you are true to the game, if you're true to the culture, no matter what, or you're true to the history of hip hop, you go with the flow. Because the bottom line is that when I know a lot of people, when they talk about the the iconic aspect and the pioneers, it has been the first thing they like to say is that we're bitter.
Right.
But you know what? Maybe I don't know. I can only speak for myself, and for me, it's like the money was never the issue.
Right.
My payoff at the end is that I'm going to make sure that the Funky 4+1, the Chirac, go down in history. That's my payoff.
Right.
That's my payoff. You can keep everything else, but that's how I want to be able to keep your payoff. It's not going down in history.
Of course, we with the infamous Chirac. Please, Luminary icon, support it.
Thank you, guys. Thank you.
Please support it.
It's in stores, and if you don't find it in your local store, ask whoever to go ahead and put it in your store, okay? You'll also get it on Amazon.com, Luminary Icon. Thank you.
Hey, I'm just getting myself young. I'm getting myself young because, I'm hearing the music and like, hey. So anyway, we back to break time. And, you know, we've been covering MC Shot Rock, and we got more coming up for you, so don't go nowhere, you know what I'm saying? TC rocking the tourist shirt, you know, today, because my birthday is in like a week and a half on the 18th. May. Born in May. That's the t-shirt I really need, is them new ones that say Born in May. But anyway, I got my tourist shirt on. My daughter-in-law got it for me, Jillian Beth, Miss Jillian Beth. So, shout out to Jillian. Y'all, keep on watching. Got more coming up. Shout out to Cookie Humphrey, who's also been managing MC Shot Rock. So lots going on. Keep on watching Eckstein Community Cafe TV. And don't forget, the awards is coming up in Chicago in August 12th to be precise. And yeah, your girl hosting it with Robert Terry. So stay tuned, keep watching the show. We're bringing it all to you here, Eckstein Cafe TV. It's the joint. Bye.
Y'all give it up for Shot Rock. It's a pleasure. Come in, Mama. This one says, Women in Hip Hop, All Female Rapathon, Pioneer, Luminary. Anybody know what luminary means? The light, that's right. This is the light. MC Award presented to Shot Rock for the Hip Hop Culture Center in Harlem.
Once again, I was up here early, and I'd like to thank everybody for coming out today. It's a pleasure. As I can say before, hip-hop means a lot to me. It means a lot to the Funky Four, and I know that there's a lot of people out there that really embrace the culture of hip-hop. So once again, to all you young kids and to all you parents and to everybody that really understands the culture, and even if you don't, you know, the information is out there. You know, get on the internet, you know, try to find out, you know, but you can't believe everything that you always hear. So you really have to research and find out the history and the culture as it is and as it's supposed to be. Because what we have found that throughout the years, people change things in order to be able to make you believe what they want you to believe. But when you talk about the history and the culture, and especially me as the first female luminary MC Shot Rock, I'm still here. I'm still here breathing. And no matter what, you can't take that history away from me because I feel it within my heart.
Now, check this out. I heard a rumor that Shah still had amazing rhyme ability. Do y'all believe that? Yeah! But we need proof, right? Yeah! Now, I know she's gonna punch me in the eye later on, but I did it!
But like I said, yeah, I could do that. I could do that, you know. But I think it's very important. You know, I can do it. I can rap all day long. But I really, I'm here to let y'all know. Please embrace the culture and make sure that y'all really understand that hip hop is really not just about rap. It's not just about profit. It's about peace, unity, and having fun. Coming here, listening to music, enjoying one another. And when you leaving that door safe, going home, and not any type of violence. That's what it's all about, y'all. So y'all make sure that y'all really understand that and have fun, because that's what hip hop is about. And I love y'all. I love y'all. Okay? New York City, yo, this is my home. All right, come on, Go ahead and throw in something.
For years, it seemed like a dream. About our mother, could this be true? What you don't understand is, we didn't know nothing about nothing.
Scientists had been trying to get cells to grow outside of the human body, but they would always die. Until Henrietta's cells came along.
I want to write a book about your mother.
Go healer, that's my mother. Hope I don't regret this.
Everyone's saying Henrietta Lacks donated themselves. She didn't donate nothing. They took them and didn't ask.
The hospital is guilty and somebody's going to pay.
God wanna have a disease cure, he provide one for himself.
I don't know, Rebecca.
I'm not doing anything behind your back. Henrietta helped develop the AIDS cocktail, chemotherapy treatments.
It's hard not to get caught up in hope when you've been powerless for so long. I know I'm a part of you, and you're a part of me.
People have no idea of a secret, and I'm gonna let the secret go. I think this is probably the third time I talked about this. If you listen to my record, Run's House, and if you listen to Together Forever, a couple other songs too, but Run's House stands out. When you hear me go, my name is DMC, all time great, bust the most rhymes, the echo chamber changed my life, because on those cassette tapes that I was buying back in the days, I would save my allowance up, and I would save my allowance up to get, the Cold Crush battle tape versus Fantastic Five, Kool Moe Dee versus Busy Bee when they had that classic battle. And then Cold Crush tapes was really big, but also, I went to Rice High School, 124th Street in Lenox, so I was going to school with guys that was, living in the Bronx and Manhattan, and they would bring tapes of, like Bam Bada, Jazzy J, and Red Alert, and the Jazzy 5 Live over breakbeats, and they had this echo chamber thing. And then one day, I got to hear something that changed a guy's life. I heard this female MC from the group Funky 4+1, 4 dudes MC. She was the +1. Her name was Sha Rock. And they had a record out. They had the Mexican out, and then they had a couple of records out on Sugar Hill and Enjoy and stuff like that. But one day I heard something that wasn't Sha Rock's record, and it was a tape of her rhyming over 7 Minutes of Funk. And she said some crazy dope rhymes that is better than 85% of MCs out today. But this is what was life-changing in me. She was rhyming over don't, and she was rhyming with the echo chamber. And she said, to all of you, my name is Sha. And it said, I was like, what the hell? What is this echo chamber thing? She said, to all of you, my name is Sha. I'm not a millionaire, I don't have a car. But here's one thing I want y'all to know. I'm a good loving person from long time ago. One of a kind, rock your mind. I was like, I stood there in my house and rewounded that tape over for 3 days straight. I couldn't believe how incredible this girl was with the echo chamber. Then comes along and I get a chance to go make records. And I was like, yo, Jay, I gotta be like Sha Rock. I gotta have that echo chamber. Sha Rock is genre changing. So, Sha Rock, I give it up to you. You and the Cold Crush 4 are the reason why DMC is the king of rock. When I heard that echo chamber with Sha Rock, and her rhymes was dope. And she was doper than the dudes back then. Because what was good about Funky 4+1 was they rhymed about, their sneakers and taking the subway train and going to school and what they would eat for lunch. Like, they rhymed about stuff that was relevant to that particular age group of hip-hop. But Sha Rock, I got to give the props to her. She's not only a legendary MC, pioneer, icon female MC. You dudes need to take lessons from Sha Rock. She changed my life. To this day, the reason why me and Run did party people, you're ill, chill, echo chamber, because of Sha. Sha Rock, we love you.
Welcome back again, and we're about to close it out, but you know, I just had to like make the scene look, I had like, yeah. Anyway, I'm just getting my coffee, chilling, my big old Dunkin' Donuts coffee. You know I love my cup. But anyway, we're going to say goodbye today. So I hope you enjoyed all about MC Sha Rock. Lots more coming up. So keep on staying in tune with TC Eckstein Cafe. See, I got money and I can work. What? Peace out, y'all. Lady TC Eckstein Vocalese. Mad love to you. Bye.